When does a trademark attorney need to call a private investigator? In today's information age where there is so much information right at the fingertips of attorneys and law firms, why would an investigator even need to be hired? There are a ton of paid and free tools that many attorneys have access to, like Compumark from Clarivate, Corserach, WHOIS records, the paid and unpaid versions, Lexis, Nexis, Accurint, the USPTO database, corporate record databases, Google Street View, and the list goes on and on. The bottom line for most attorneys is that when direct contact with the business or subject is required to verify information, they don't feel comfortable from an ethical perspective to make those inquiries. This could involve a discreet call, email, or message to the subject to determine use, non-use, or abandonment of a trademark. Another example of contact with a subject that makes attorneys a little uncomfortable would be when an evidentiary buy or test purchase is required and the attorney doesn't want to use their spouse, paralegal, or a friend to do it for them. From an evidentiary perspective, having a private investigator make the buy is much stronger should the evidence be challenged in litigation as well. Also, it doesn't make sense for an attorney to drive to or fly to a location to conduct a site inspection because the time and cost cannot be justified to the client. This is not to say that some attorneys I have worked with haven't done some field investigation work of their own. If a case requires an on-site visit to a brick and mortar business to obtain information about the business like pictures of the signage, products, inventory, and discrete contact with the employees, this is also something that attorneys would call on an experienced private investigator to handle. I have also worked with trademark attorneys who use me and my team to do an in-person service of a cease and desist notice. I have found that in-person service of C&D letters can be especially helpful because it tells the target the situation is pretty serious and they become a little bit more scared about the ramifications if they don't cooperate. I have also found that targets are more often forthcoming about their sources of infringing or counterfeit goods they are selling when served in person. The last example I will share occurs when a trademark attorney has a client that is interested in acquiring a domain name or trademark that is being used by another party. By engaging a private investigator to make inquiries to the domain owner or trademark owner, as opposed to having a big brand or business make the outreach, it can drastically reduce the cost of acquisition. Also, an investigator that handles IP cases regularly will know how to set up the transaction using an escrow account, ensure the domain or trademark is transferred to the end client in an efficient manner. These are just a few scenarios where a trademark attorney would call on a private investigator. If you have any other examples, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks.